last night in Rotorua, this huge storm hit and it is raining like crazy. We have no idea what we're meant to be doing today. Our tour has been cancelled. So we need to find something that is ideal to do on a rainy day because it is raining that hard you really don't want to be outside.
Alright, now that Laura has established that it was raining a lot today, we're gonna need to figure out something to do. There is heaps of options in Rotorua on stuff to do under the rain, and we'll get over those a little bit later. But right now we have decided that we're gonna go to Motion Entertainment, which is a massive center with a mini golf, escape room, laser tag, bowling, a ton of food, and there is even some video games like XD Ride, which we are experiencing right now.
The XD Ride is like a video game on steroids. You have 4D glasses, your seats are moving as you're shooting. It is so much fun. You choose different themes as well, and we decided to go with zombies. And speaking of zombies, that is the theme of our next activity that we're doing, which is the escape room. The concept of Escape Masters is pretty simple. You need to escape a room solving puzzles within 1 hour. Oh man, there's another fucking padlock. Shall we go find the code for that?
There's a ton of puzzle and enigmas to solve, and as soon as we solve one, we usually get a key to open the next lock.
Yes!
Yay!
Yes! We made it, yes!
We escaped!
As you can guess, we couldn't film much during the escape room because that would have literally given away all its secrets, so we're moving on to the mini golf. You guys know by now that we really like mini golf. It really brings the competitive side out of us. This mini golf right here is Lumberjax themed because it's a big part of the Rotorua history. Forestry actually feeds most of the economy here. And no matter the theme, we're fighting to the finish.
Oh yeah! This 18-hole mini golf course is impeccably designed. Not only is it super colourful, but the challenges themselves are really cool. There's so many different obstacles to get over and little rooms to go through as well. There's this outside bit, which is more of this Lumberjax theme, and then you sort of go into some mining caves as well, where it's all dark and your golf ball, if you get a neon golf ball, lights up in the dark. Another really cool thing about the mini golf here at Motion Entertainment is it's one of those activities that you don't really need to book in advance. You can pretty much just show up, pick up a golf club and start playing. Other longer games here like the Escape Masters or the 10-pin bowling, which we're going to show you a little bit later, they're longer games, so they kind of need to be booked a little bit more in advance. And going on to our next activity of the day, we are heading to the laser tag.
As soon as we arrive at the laser tag, we get strapped onto our massive gears. We're having basically a massive vest with a lot of sensors that are gonna react if we get shot, and we're having a huge gun. If you guys ever been laser tagged before, this is basically your standard equipment. And we also meet our opponents. We are actually fighting against a massive office party. There are 7 people against Laura and I. So it basically feels like a Predator movie. We are hunted to the death by Barbara and her office team. It's crazy how Barbara, the boring secretary, is now enraged. As soon as you give her a gun, she's gonna hunt you to death. This laser tag is super fun though. Every single area looks very similar, yet it's gigantic, so it's quite easy to get lost. It also has this really cool futuristic Tron look, which makes it feel like a brand new universe as soon as you step into it. And I really like the way the whole thing is set up, with every wall being kind of a different shape, giving us a lot of option to snipe down all our enemies, which is basically the strategy we need to use because there is so many opponents against us. But players, be aware, it's only 15 minutes for a round of laser tag, yet you're gonna be exhausted afterward. Honestly, you are running like crazy. It really feels after a wee while that you're running for your life. Sadly, we did not run fast enough, so we are finishing dead last. But we're gonna refuel at the Refuel Cafe with some awesome pizzas, pie, fries and drinks.
After we are aptly fed and watered, we are heading to our final activity of the day at Motion Entertainment, which is going to be 10-pin bowling. The Strike Zone 10-pin bowling is another one of those games that you want to book when you first arrive here at Motion Entertainment, and that's exactly what Robin and I did. And the 10-pin bowling here is absolutely pumping, especially with all the music that's blasting out the speakers. There's lots of shiny lights everywhere, our own individual scoreboards, and all the balls are different so that you can have your different weights for the different abilities that you are, which for Robin and I, we're pretty bad. Nevertheless, we have so much fun together, and that's what Motion Entertainment is really all about, especially if you're traveling in a big group or a family. This is a place where you come to socialize. There's some really awesome sort of bonding games, and it really brings the whole group or family together, and that's what we really love about this place.
There is not that many places in New Zealand where you're going to be able to do bowling, so if you are from the US and you need your fix of 10-pin, it's a great place to go get it too. I actually have found pretty hard to find a 10-pin bowling when traveling around New Zealand. And that wraps up our first rainy day in Rotorua. We had a blast at Motion Entertainment, and it looks like we're going to have a lot of rain coming our way according to the weather forecasts.
Boo. 5 points, man.
And don't forget to subscribe.
But man, the office party are very competitive. Robin and I have a hard time getting away from these guys. They are everywhere. They have it in for us. And, you know, once Barbara gets out the office, she is wild. So... So we are trying to avoid Barbara for the whole time, but once that lady gets a gun, she is going to annihilate you. And indeed, Robin and I get appalling scores on the laser tag.